すいません。
はい、何でしょ
う。武術家を探してるんですが。
武術家？
こちらのお店なら詳しいと、長湯さんから伺いまして。
はあ、そうですか。
どなたかご紹介いただけませんか？
最賃街の工部館という道場には行きましたか？
ええ、工部館以外に心当たりは。
特報公園の県民さんには会いましたか？
え
え。あとはあの人くらいしか。
あの人？
江南街の恩田楼にお住まいの慶華さんって方です。太極拳の達人でかなりの使い手ですよ。
江南街の恩田楼。わかりました。ありがとうございます。
So now we know where to go for the last Wude. We're not going to go there yet though, because we're going to earn a bit more money. Back at Club Liverpool, guess who's still here? It's our good pal Barry Jones. Now the good thing is, if you challenge them again, they go back from the 100 super hardcore bet and go back to accepting bets of $10 and $30. So long as you don't go to the super high bets, you'll be fine. And it's a nice, I suppose, easy way of earning $40. And there we go, we won back some of the $100 we lost against this guy, which is nice.
Oh my god! I'm lost! Unbelievable, ne? 信じられないよ! 持ってけ、泥棒!
Don't mind if I do!
Hey boy! One more 勝負! さあ、いくらかける?
Nope, not falling for it this time!
悪いけど、やめとくよ。
Really? さよなら.
Just outside the Liverpool bar, there's another gambling place which I decided to try out. It's another area where you can play roll on top, the little basic dice game.
さあさあ、上でやったりだ。儲けたいやつはいねえか？そこの兄ちゃん、勝負しようぜ。
ああ、やろう。
そう来なくっちゃ。さあ、張った。
I'm just going to speed up the footage here because, well, I don't know, it takes a little while. I decided to keep it all in though, because it is kind of interesting to see how this game plays out. I mean, obviously he's won this round. I was close, 10. I needed a 12 to beat him. If you get 11, the banker wins because it's the same number, and I guess they're just biased that way. So, while we're doing this, I might as well waste some time talking about some things. In particular, remember back in Shenmue 1, I made a comment about how the game had this great attention to detail when it came to the NPCs. There are lots of unique NPCs in Shenmue 1, and they all had their own unique time schedule and, you know, their own voice dialogue lines and stuff, and even the minor characters who don't really say a whole lot. They actually have detailed backstories if you actually bother to look them up. I think if you could go onto the Shenmue passport and go online, you could look up their backstories and stuff. And it was kind of interesting, I suppose. There was a lot of detail put into those characters. And it's an attention to detail that I like. Another thing is, I mentioned, you know, they have their own time schedules, they'll have their own daily routines, and they'll do things at different times of the day. And I pointed out that Kurita would stay at his shop, and then when it reached a certain time, he would go home. Other people would do similar things. They'll go to bars at night, things like that. And that pretty much applied to every NPC in the game. Shenmue 2 doesn't have that so much. There are a lot of NPCs in this game. In fact, I think I read up that there are about 700 unique NPCs. However, they don't have their own time thing. They don't have their own house which they go in, I don't think. They tend to just hang around and I don't know. They appear in lots of different places. They don't just hang out in one place, and they don't follow a routine every day. And I suppose this is a bit of a compromise because, you know, Hong Kong is a very large area with a lot of NPCs in it, lots of characters and sort of stuff. So you don't I guess they just simply couldn't really apply that in this game. It just simply wasn't possible, considering how big the game area was. I mention this now because there's a character later on that still does follow a time schedule a bit later on, but it's interesting because this is the only character, maybe there's another one, but this is one of the few characters that still has their own time routine, which is kind of interesting, I suppose. But enough about that. We won lots of money, so we're going to celebrate by buying a drink. Now in a previous video, one of you kindly pointed out that it's the green can is green tea. So let's help ourselves to a cold can of green tea. Oh. Yes! Oh, it's one we already had. Well, no biggie. It's still nice to get a winning can. Yeah, I mentioned before that winning cans are a lot more rare in this game. And I suppose there's a reason for that. When you get a winning can in Shenmue 1, it entitles you to a draw at the raffle. But you still have to actually win the raffle in order to get a prize. In this case, the winning can gives you a prize no matter what. You have a 100% chance of getting something, so I suppose the rarity of the winning cans is there to offset that. Also, if you notice, the toy is inside the winning can, so we have to get another can to actually get our drink. We can't just drink from the winning can. So, we seem to be on a bit of a good luck roll. We won lots of money at the gambling place, about $100. Let's see if we can get that last Sonic capsule toy. No, I guess not. Well, at the very least we got a winning can, that's something. Let's just go and buy a snack. We'll buy a snack and then we'll continue this story for real. I just noticed the little logo on the turquoise milk chocolate bag is the same logo you get in the cartons of milk you buy for Shenmue. Oh my god! Look who it is! It's... For the record though, that's not the last Sonic toy I need to complete the Sonic collection. There's one more I need. And you can only get it from these stupid toy capsule machines, and they're just not giving out. Oh well, let's go into the Yan 10 apartments. And here I just show off. If you go to the overall map menu in the inventory, you can see this big overworld map, which is a congregate of all the maps you have bought. Which is handy if you ever get lost and you need to traverse several areas. Again, it's a bit of a shame that there's no fast travel option, but well, can't have them all, I suppose.
Like you
Alright, time to beat up some land sharks. No, I don't do very well in this fight because I'm trying to show off the Do you remember the end of Shenmue 1 and Master Chen taught us that really cool counter move, the swallow flip? Well, I'm trying to do that here. You see me do it a couple of times, like at the start of the fight. But I've completely forgotten how to do it. Like, yeah, you have to just press back and punch, and then press the kick button quickly afterwards, but I just keep messing it up, so I don't really do very well in this fight. So yeah, I'm looking kind of stupid right now. That's alright though, because these enemies aren't really anything, not really any kind of challenge really. Now, there is one thing that I have to complain about, and that's the terrible camera. You notice that earlier the camera tends to sort of go to like a low angle, really close to you, and you can't see anything that's in front of you or behind the camera. Now, this kind of happened in Shenmue 1 as well sometimes, and the thing is, in Shenmue 1, the D-pad was used for movement, and the control stick you could use to adjust the camera if you really needed to. In this game, the control stick does not move the camera. In this game, the control stick moves the character. It moves Ryo Hazuki, which is a bit silly really, because no one uses a control stick to input commands for a fighting game.
あんた、こいつらの仲間じゃなかったんだね。
え
で、何の用だい？
経過さんって人が4つの部徳を知っていると聞いて、こう、タン、カイは分かったんですが、残りの1つが。
教えてやるよ。
え？
私が経過さ。
あなたが？
なぜ私を助けたんだい？
なぜって、当たり前のことです。
正しいことのためにためらうことなく行動すること、それが残りの武徳さ。
待ってください。それはなんていう？
さあ、忘れちまったね。知りたかったら文武廟の関羽様にでも聞いてみな。
文武廟の関羽様。
Well, of course, they've got to pad the game out a bit longer, so we have to take that one extra step to learning that final Wude. Before we go to the Manmo Temple, I suppose I might as well pay the virtual on machine a visit. Hidden away in a little corner like this. Now, you might think it's a little bit weird that they put a toy capsule machine hidden away in an alleyway like this, where no one would ever normally go. And also, hey look, we got another Pigtails robot. But remember that video I posted of me using a toy capsule machine in Hong Kong? That area is like a really back, well, sort of a secluded area of the shopping mall, a place where like no one really needs to go to. So I don't know, I guess just putting all your toy capsule machines in weird and secluded places is just commonplace in Hong Kong.
すみません。ただいま一般の方のご参拝は。
聞きたいことがあるんだ。ここに関羽様って。
ええ、関羽様なら奥の方に。
会いたいんだ。今入れるかな？
いえ、ただいま廟内は大掃除中ですので。参拝はお断りしているんです。すみませんが、お引き取りください。
I don't want to have to wait till tomorrow. I want to go in now.
頼む。どうしても今会いたいんだ。
と言われましても。
急いでるんだ。なんとかならないか。
それが、私ではなんとも。
どうしても関羽様に会いたいんだ。
そんなご無理を言われても、今日はお引き取りください。
Okay, I think this calls for a different approach.
じゃあ、同志様に聞いてみてくれないか。
わかりました。ちょっと伺ってきます。
入るなら今しかないか。
Ha ha ha! Sucker, he totally fell for it. Let's go in.
Fuck. なんで俺だけ鈴洗いなんだよ、もう。
すいません。
ああ、何？今一般の人は入っちゃダメだよ。
関羽様に会いたいんだ。
ああ、 お参りなら大掃除が終わってからだよ。
頼む。聞きたいことがあるんだ。
だったら、まずご奉仕するんだね。
ご奉仕？
そう。ここのすす払い。やるかい？
わかった。やらせてくれ。
じゃあ、この辺からやって、壁をきれいに拭くんだよ。俺、書庫の方でご奉仕が残ってるから。
Wait a minute, we just got duped into doing chores, didn't we? That's just great. Oh well. Might as well get started. Let's get to cleaning those walls. That's clean enough. Next section. Well, while Ryo Hazuki spends his time cleaning the walls of the Manmo Temple, let's talk about the Manmo Temple a little bit. Now, the Manmo Temple the game is referring to isn't actually in Wanchai, but in Shenmue. You can see it depicted here. Looks kinda similar to how it looks in the game, huh? On my most recent visit to Hong Kong, I didn't have a chance to visit the Manmo Temple in Shenmue, but that's okay because there's another Manmo Temple in Taipo. What? You mean it's not normal to take pictures of tourist destinations for your Let's Play? Well, here it is. It's not the same as the one in the game, but hell, they're all kinda similar, I suppose. Now, these kinds of temples are fairly commonplace in Hong Kong. You go in there, you pay your respects. Just what you normally do in temples, I suppose. Now, the Manmo Temple in particular pays tribute to two gods, the god of literature, Man, and the god of war, Mo. I find this kind of ironic actually, because a lot of people who go to the Manmo Temple to pay their respects to Man, the god of literature, are those wishing for academic success. Something that Ryo Hazuki has abandoned entirely, you know, since he dropped out of high school to avenge his father and all that. But yes, here we are, the Manmo Temple. Lots of incense burning. Hence the place is very smoky and dusty, which is why Ryo Hazuki now has to spend a lot of time cleaning the place up because he's stupid. Let's see how he's doing. Still going, huh? Great. Well, you keep going. Sheesh. You're not very good at this, are you, Ryo? You're missing a lot of spots. The guy's not going to be very happy when he gets back and he sees that you've missed a lot of the areas to clean. I mean, okay, it was pretty evident that the other monk was doing a half-assed job, but that doesn't mean you have to do a half-assed job as well.
おごり高ぶることなく己を律し、むやみに剣法を使わず、みだりに技を見せず。ってことは、他の字も壁のどこかに。
Okay, we're not actually supposed to clean the entire place. We're actually supposed to find the last Wude. Because, the old lady just kind of forgot what it's supposed to be, so here we are trying to find out what it's called. To find the right place. Once you find one, it's pretty easy to find the others because it's sort of on the opposite side of the room. Not quite. Where are you? This place must really be dusty if you can't even see words behind all this. I mean, yeah, okay, these temples do get pretty dusty, but, like, how does it get on the walls and stick to it like this? I mean, it seems like they're always, like, sweeping outside. It seems like they've neglected the inside quite a bit.
武徳の丹。常に慌てず、肝を据えて冷静に正しく判断すること。きっと、最後の武徳もここにあるはずだ。慶香さんは、関羽様とか言ってたな。
Still no luck. Let's keep looking. As you can see, they like to burn their candles in incense. You can see lots of these spirally incense burners, because they like their incense to look pretty, I suppose. This entire sequence just kind of seems reminiscent of the bit in the Hazuki dojo where you have to look for the phoenix mirror in the basement.
武徳の一つ、こう。
常に怠ることなく日々修練を積み重ねていく。最後の武徳はどこに？
Okay, so that's 3 of the Wude. That means that the last one has to be the other side of this. Right here.
これは義。正しいことのためにためらうことなく行動すること。
Friggin' finally.
これが慶香さんの言っていた4つ目の武徳か。
分かったようだな。4つの武徳とは孝、丹、戒、そして義だ。
老子はもしかしてあなたでは？
会いたいわけは？
修験達って人を探すのに当李昌老子を頼れと言われたんです。
修験達？
親父が蘭亭に殺されたわけを修験達は知ってるんです。
君は父親の仇を討つ気なのか？
誓ったんです。
あなたが邪道に落ちると知ってお父さんは喜ぶのかしら。邪道とは人の道を外れるということよ。仇討ちも人殺しであることに変わりはない。つまり邪道とは。
あんたと話してるんじゃない。俺はこちらの老子と。
老子はこのお方だ。
え？
4つの武徳の中であなたにあるのは孝と丹だけね。かかってきなさい。
え？
あなたの空風がどれほどのものか試してあげるわ。
よしてくれ。俺は女相手に戦う気なんてない。
遠慮はいらないわ。
Ah, you know they mean business when they leave behind a lot of motion trails when they move about. Well, clearly this should be an easy fight because she's a woman. Jeez, Rio, what the hell's wrong with you? That's just like asking for trouble.
それで本気なの？
畜生！なぜ一度も。
やる気がないの？
Well, this camera angle is far from ideal, but well, it's not like we're doing very well anyway.
くそ！
もうおしまいかしら？
I really need to stop doing that mud spider. That's such a terrible move. Like, she doesn't even need to dodge it.
どうしたの？まるでやる気がないよね。
怪我しても文句言うなよ。
And for some reason, the game just takes control from you at this point. Don't know why this bit couldn't have been done in a cutscene or something. Probably would have looked a bit better. I think we get it now. We can stop now.
ここが点結よ。簡単に相手の動きを封じられるわ。私がその復讐の相手なら、あなたの命はもうないわね。
Gosh, how humiliating. Beaten by a woman.
これは
どうせ行くあてもないのでしょ。
いや、俺は。
後でその地図の場所に来なさい。門限は11時よ。いいわね。
当李翔老師。
周英でいいわ。孔周英。それが私の本名よ。一緒に来たかったらついてきなさい。
So now we know her real name, Xiuying. Just follow her to her apartment, since we have nothing else to do today. You don't have to, you can spend the rest of the day doing whatever the hell you want. But she'll just slowly walk back to the apartments, and you can choose to follow her using the whole chase thing you can do with all the NPCs.
周英さん。
何かしら。
修験達の居場所を教えてくれ。
聞いてどうするの？
俺は修験達に会いに来たんだ。
まだ自分の立場が分かってないようね。
自分の立場って？
あなたを預かるとは承諾したけど、それ以外のことは約束してないわ。
じゃあ修験達のことは？
そんなことより自分のクンフーを気にしたら？
俺のクンフーって？
あなたの技は荒削りだし、無駄な力みが多いわ。
あなたと手合わせをした時、俺はまだ。
本気でなかったとでも？
いや。
己の未熟さを知ること。そこからが本当の修練よ。
なぜ最初俺に正体を隠してたんですか？
隠していたわけじゃないわ。あなたが見抜けなかっただけ。
あの時は女性が老師なんて思いもしなかったから。
外見にとらわれるから力量も見抜けなくなる。年齢も性別もクンフーには関係ないわ。
So there's a couple of things I want to point out about what was just said. Firstly, Ryo Hazuki said, I could never imagine that Lishao Tao would be a woman. Here, earlier on, when we were looking for the Manmo temple, Ryo Hazuki says that she's supposed to be a master, implying that he perhaps thinks she might be a woman. Although this could very well be just a simple spelling mistake in the typo, in the subtitle. Also, when we first meet Xiuying, and we're asking about Lishao Tao, she denies knowing anyone called Lishao Tao at all, which I feel contradicts what she said about I did not mean to hide my identity when you clearly were. So I don't know why she says that, because it's pretty obvious that she did mean to hide it. So, we just keep walking to the apartments. Actually, hang on, Xiuying, I just need to... Excuse me for a moment. Just gotta use these toy capsule machines. Gonna get me that last toy. No luck. Okay, where were we?
ここの207号室よ。
え？
来なさい。
Okay, we just keep following her. She's gonna lead us to the room we're staying in for some reason. Just walk up to her, use the lock-on camera, and then we'll start following her. Hey. So, is our room at the rear of the building? No, that was terrible. I'm sorry. Forget I said anything. Well, I hope it's a room with a good view at least. Not implying anything. I'm seriously not trying to make you the butt of all my jokes here. No, wait, bad words. Sorry. I just forget anything. Sorry, I just get nervous around women. I always make an ass of myself. No, I mean a fool of myself.
この部屋よ。
は
あ。入りなさい。
ここって周英さんの部屋ですか？
そうよ。何か問題ある？
いえ。でも俺がここに泊まるってことは
何考えてるの？あなたはソファーで寝るの？
まあいいか。
Yes, you can. You have a perfectly good bed at the guest house. Maybe I should tell her she's left the light next to her bed on. Nah, never mind. It's not worth it. And that's the end of the first disc. We're given the option to save our game, and then afterwards, we're prompted to change to disc number 2. And here's a little bit of an Easter egg. When this screen appears telling you to change the discs, if you press the R button on the controller, you get to cycle between these CG pictures of some of the Shenmue girls. Here's Nozomi standing next to some maple leaves because she's in Canada right now. And here's Joy. And that's about it. Good night, everyone. See you guys next time on Disc 2.